Good evening. Before I begin this bulletin, here are the top headlines at this hour. Special CBI court acquits all the accused in the Babri demolition case. Judge says demolition was not pre-planned. Acquitted in Babri Masjid demolition case, BJP leaders L.K. Advani says the ruling vindicates BJP's belief in the Ram Janmabhoomi movement. AIMIM chief Asisuddin Owaisi reacts to Babri Masjid demolition verdict, says black day for Indian democracy and judiciary. Crime against women in India rises by 7.3%. Country recorded an average of 87 rape cases every day in 2019 according to NCRB data. The SC rejects plea to postpone UPSC prelim exam scheduled for 4th of October. Asked the centre to consider granting one more chance to aspirants unable to appear in their last exam due to COVID-19. Karnataka government bans religious and other public gatherings across the state due to the surge in COVID cases. State's overall case tally reaches 5,92,000. The Andhra Pradesh government has decided to keep schools in the state closed for the month of October, schools to reopen on the 2nd of November. IPL 2020 title sponsor Dream 11 says users in Andhra Pradesh will not be able to join paid contest on Dream 11 due to the changes in the state's Gaming Act. Tamil Nadu government decides to defer its decision to reopen schools for students of class 10 to 12 from the 1st of October. Mumbai police summons Anurag Kashyap in connection with the sexual assault case filed against him by actress Payal Ghosh. Top of the bulletin, even as the country has erupted on the terrific, horrific Hathras rape case and murder charge, a village is fighting for justice for an 18-year-old Muslim girl. This girl was found dead in the house of a local TRS leader, Madhu Yadav, last week. Madhu Yadav has been sent to Cherlapalli Central Prison on a 14-day judicial remand. A notorious history sheeter of Moinabad, he was previously involved in land grabbing, criminal trespassing, assault and criminal intimidation. Madhu Yadav, who has 2 children, had been putting up in the G+2 duplex house at Himayat Nagar. The victim and her sister had been working as domestic helps at Madhu's home for the past 4 years. The sister, in her complaint to the police, said that they lost their mother in their childhood and their father had subsequently remarried. And for the last 5 years, the 2 sisters have been working for Madhu Yadav. Investigations have revealed that for the last 1 year, he has been continuously sexually harassing the girl. The victim's sister told the police that he would come home drunk and take her sister into his room very often. She was found dead the night he took her up. A very, very sad case indeed, coming from Telangana, where a TRS leader, Madhu Yadav, is involved in sexually assaulting a young girl who was working as a domestic labor in their house. And the girl was later found hanging and died by suicide. To speak more on the issue, we are now joined by Amjadullah Khan, who is the national spokesperson for MBT. Mr. Khan, good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
This is so sad, like we were just saying that, even as the nation has erupted because of the Hathras rape case. And also since Nirbhaya happened, a lot of women say, and I believe that this has become a country for no women. This is so sad. A leader who's known to be a serial offender, Mr. Khan.
Yeah. The problem is that, ma'am, actually this is the first national any television which is raising this issue of Moinabad rape case. no local TV channel, no local or any national media have taken up this case. I am very sad to inform this. Actually, this happened on Thursday night, and I was the first person to reach the spot at Moinabad in Friday morning. So, any rape or any death case, the police did not follow any rules here actually. They shifted the body without any panchnama, and they were not ready to arrest the TRS leader. After there was a lot of dharna and protest, he was arrested, and initial FIR they just booked up a only case of just abetment to suicide case, and since the day this happened, the police is saying that it is a suicide case only, and they want to hush up the case because he is from the ruling party actually. And some days back there was one veterinary doctor was raped and murdered on this area only, and there was a lot of hue and cry. The governor Tamilisai of Telangana, Honorable Governor Madam, visited that family. The Home Minister Mahmood Ali visited that family. Sabita Indra Reddy, the Minister for Education, Telangana government, and that became a high profile case. But the same incident and more gruesome incident happened with this girl. Why not a single leader? Why not a single officer? The Commissioner of Cyberabad, he was giving statements every half an hour on the media, but till today he has not spoken about this incident. What happened? There is no word from the government, the Home Minister or any woman minister in the Telangana cabinet.
You know, yeah.
Why
Yeah, Mr. Khan, I do understand, the pain. Yes, sir.
Then I am asking why this case is not being taken up by the national media or any other local TV channel, because why he is a poor girl.
Mr. Khan, Mr. Khan, I know where you're coming from. I can't speak about other media houses or channels, but on India Ahead, we keep a very sharp focus on the South, and when it is a question of rape and the death of a young person, a woman, I don't think there should be any distinction made at all. So this is a very, very sad case indeed. Whether the governor, madam, or others went to yes, that is painful, sir. It is painful. It is painful all along.
That girl is a very poor girl actually. His mother died during 2012.
Yes,
his father married
yes, I read.
Another, and they were since last 1 year he was torturing. He was not allowing that girls. The TRS leader Madhu Yadav was just paying 1500 rupees for both girls. Now the other girl life is also threat. The other sister who is an eyewitness in that case.
No, but he has also been, yes, sir, but he's also been, booked under the Juvenile Justice Act, because the younger sister is below the age when she can, which is child labor. So there are, Mr. Khan, I do understand that there are a lot of transgressions here. By reports that we have found from our correspondent Revati, she says that, he's been raping her or assaulting her for many years, more than a year. That's what the reports have come out.
One point I want to bring to your notice.
Secondly, the thing is, he would come drunk every night. Sir, you can, let me finish. He would come, let the viewers also understand. He would come drunk every night. He would take the girl to his room. The younger sister would be witness to it. She had to sit around while he raped that young child who's no more around, right? Then the police gives him a royal treatment, and then they say it's abetment to suicide. It's only a case of suicide. Now, what else do you need? I mean, I know that the law will take its own course, like politicians say, but the facts are before all of us, which is like daylight. I mean, there are no two ways about it.
Actually, when I spoke to her sister, she was saying that she was having a lot of stomach pain actually. Now, I am doubting that because of this consecutive rape, she might have got pregnant or something. He was forcing to abort that. More stories are coming up, because killing a person.
This is gruesome. So, sir, let's hold our horses, sir, because the girl is already, she's died. So, there is no point speculating whether she was impregnated.
I want a thorough investigation.
Then worse. The stomachache.
I want a thorough investigation.
Surely. I think that is very fair.
Actually this case
That
should
is
be
very
handed
fair.
over
There
to
should be a thorough.
the local police is under the influence. I demand through you, this case should be handed over to the CBI unless and until any national agency investigate this case, because he is not a single person who is involved in this, because killing a person, hanging him, you need minimum support of 2-3 persons. The police is not investigating properly. My issue is only that, because that is a very poor girl and I am standing by. I have been fighting with the rape victims. A rape victim, to get a justice, she has to travel a lot, because she has to wait for 4 to 5 years for a judgment. And
so, sir, I want to ask you, Mr. Khan, I want to ask you, because on India Ahead, when we talk about these issues, it is not just to get a headline, sir. It is also to understand what the others are going through. And in this case, I want to ask you, sir, that what is happening to the younger sister? Where is she? Considering the father has remarried and the mother is also passed away, what is happening with her?
No, actually that younger sister has gone back to his father now, because nobody is there to look after her, and because she was very afraid living in that area now. His father is residing some 8 to 10 kilometers away in Himayatnagar area from Moin Bagh. So we are trying some women organization or some in a residential school or some madrasa to put up that girl in that, because she is still a minor girl, and she is unable to speak also, and she is so frightened by this incident. So first of all, we have to take care of that.
A couple of days ago, you should, absolutely, that is the first duty actually of the state. But if people like you come forward to help, the younger sister get education and security, most importantly, and that's so nice. We were speaking a few days ago, India had taken up the issue. There was a case in Hyderabad of a young girl who was a photographer who was assaulted, actually hit once again by a TRS. By a TRS, a member of TRS whose name is, let me name him, Ragam Nagendra Yadav, and who got arrested only a week after we took up that case. And Mr. Khan, during that conversation, one of the most glaring things which came to the forefront was how Telangana does not have a women's commission. The chairperson's place has been empty for years. So if women face any kind of a problem, they are at the beck and call of the local police stations, the local thanas. They are unable to, and in this case where both the girls were employed as domestic labor in the house of a very, very so-called influential, TRS leader, what kind of a recourse do they have? Have you even looked into that issue, Mr. Khan? There is no
I was
commission.
about to bring to your notice that Telangana doesn't have a woman commission actually. Since last 7 years, the TRS is ruling Telangana, and I feel ashamed to say that we are not having a woman commission, we are not having a SC/ST commission. We are recently, the minority commission and human commission has been appointed, that too on the instruction of the High Court. Somebody has gone to the High Court and were asking about the Human Rights Commission and the Minority Commission. That has come. This Women Commission and SC/ST Commission, we do not have any chairperson for that. And there has been number of instances I can quote you of the women officers, women police officers or government officials, government officials, they are being manhandled by the ruling party people. Recently one
absolutely. Let me Mr. Khan, just a minute. Mr. Khan, let me also now get in Professor Jyotsna Tirunagari, who is the TDP Mahila President. Professor Tirunagari, here we are once again within a span of 1 week discussing the same issue. The safety and security of women in Telangana. This is such a heinous, horrific, horrendous case of this little child who was sexually assaulted by a leader of TRS, and then she dies by suicide. Apparently, he would come drunk every night and rape her. What is going on in Telangana? Why is it that nothing has been done to establish a women's commission?
Yes, Sudhaji, it's really, really pathetic, because today I met the family of that girl. They are in a position not, they can't even talk what's happened with their daughter. They don't understand what is happening with them. They don't understand. They have been threatened by the TRS people that you shouldn't say anything on camera. जो भी if anybody talks to you, just tell them that we you know, our girl had some issues and she just died like that. And one more thing here, Sudhaji, just to get to the attention of all the people, because I'm glad the national media like India Ahead has taken this issue up. Couple of women police stations in Telangana, especially in Hyderabad itself, they have been manned by male officers, male inspectors. I can name you a few, like the one in West Kukatpalli or the one in Madhapur. There you have got male officers who are the inspectors of police there, and it's a women police station. How do you expect the girl to get justice there? Whether it was you know, the girl that we are talking right now, or whether it was Aminpur issue earlier, whether it was Sirsilla issue earlier, everywhere you find that there is a lot of lacunas from the law side, law and order side. You know, police doesn't, even in the case of an honor killing that has happened 2 days back, Sudhaji, the girl approaches 100.
Right. Yes.
She doesn't get proper response.
Avanti and Hemant, we
yes,
took up that
the
issue
girl
as well.
approaches
Yes,
100,
no
she doesn't
response
get,
was, yes, absolutely.
Absolutely, it's so pathetic.
Yeah,
and we
I don't
have
know
been
what,
fighting.
yeah, you know, we can, I don't know what the TRS government is actually doing. We can keep making laws, we can make political speeches, but what Professor Tirunagari just said is shocking. That a lot of police stations which are supposed to be manned by women actually are manned by men.
I just
so
named
this
a
is
few.
a very, very serious transgression.
Sudhaji, I just named a few. There are a lot many in Telangana like that. I just gave you an example of 2 police stations, and even, you know, you just go on the net and just check.
Right.
Everywhere. And the point is, we have been fighting on this. Last week also we sat for a discussion. Yesterday we just held a candle rally in support of a girl who was raped, brutally raped and murdered, and we get arrested for that.
Right.
The earlier week we asked for women commission, we get arrested for that. We asked for a women commission in Telangana, we get arrested for that.
This has been going on, and Professor, absolutely, Professor, if you recall, you and I had spoken about the same issue when we had brought up Ananya's case, but here we are talking about this hapless girl who worked as a domestic helper at a senior TRS leader's home and lost her life because he was raping her every night after getting drunk. We are in the middle of a discussion about a very sad and horrific case of a young girl who died by suicide after being repeatedly raped by her employer, who is a senior TRS leader. He has subsequently been arrested, but the horror of horrors is that he would rape her almost every night, and no one outside had a clue about what was going on in that house of horror. Professor Tirunagari, I want to ask you something, and you know, this is where, you know, I mean that, you know, there has to be some community help, something. I know it's easier said than done, and pardon me if, you know, if I'm suggesting this and you disagree, but Professor Tirunagari, can you imagine, you and I are women here, every night this child was raped, okay, he would get drunk and force himself upon her. This younger sister would be around knowing full well that he's taken her upstairs or wherever. No one had a clue about it. So which means these girls had no access to anybody outside their home, most probably.
Absolutely, Sudhaji, that's what the girl told me today, the younger girl, the younger sister of the girl. She says, ma'am, every single day when Madhu Yadav would take her upstairs, the moment he comes down again, after that he would threaten them that if you tell this to anybody, I would kill you and also your family. She has spoken it on camera, we have that also. Even after this, the Child and Women Welfare Department of Telangana, the state of Telangana, does not even have the minimum common sense, I should say, to go and talk to that girl. When were they employed? How long were they there? From how long the sexual assault has been happening on the elder sister? Has there been a sexual assault on the younger sister as well? I think, Sudhaji, you and me understand very clearly, and most of the people outside understand that this is what, you know, minimum they should do. The Child and the Child Welfare Department of Telangana, they should have asked the girl. They should have sent the girl for medical examination.
Yes.
Am I speaking anything that is Greek and Latin, Sudhaji? It's agonizing, I should say. I met that girl, she doesn't understand what is rape, she doesn't understand what is happening. She just knows that that uncle takes her sister upstairs and gets her back in the sometime after probably midnight or so. She just knows that. And what is the Child Welfare Department of Telangana doing?
Yes.
They should have at least talked to that girl.
So politics, besides politics, Yeah, I'm so
Counselled
happy,
her.
Professor Tirunagari,
They
that you're
haven't
not,
even gone
you're
to
not,
her till
yeah,
date.
this is not about politics.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they haven't even gone. They haven't gone to the family. They are just, they are there, they've disappeared. This is what they did even earlier, if you may recall. I
Yes.
mean, despite repeated pleas, now this girl was from a poor economic background. But the case of the photographer girl who's educated, who's 20 years old, she said the same thing to me. She told India Ahead that it's been a week, but no one has even looked in this direction, you know, as to what happened to me.
And here
she
it's
said
the same
exactly the
party's
same
leader.
thing, and it is so ironical that this same thing is happening. And you know, they talk about women's empowerment. They say this is what we will do. The GHMC elections also, they are apparently, you know, putting up a list of how to keep women safe and secure. End of the day, same story. One woman gets raped in Hathras, she dies. The police there is supposedly, allegedly, you know, cremates her with, you know, in a hurry. Here, no one is even answering to that younger sister of that girl. So everyone, you know, everyone just talks about it and moves on. That's about it. And this is where the government, the child welfare, all these departments are answerable. Will someone get up and answer what is going on in Telangana?
And
Mr. Khan, what are the charges which have been put on this TRS leader, Mr.
The
Yadav?
charges are that
is there criminal intimidation
still
as
the
well?
police is investigating as a suicide case only, and a section has been added
Ji.
for the for a child labor act and abatement to
has been
suicide, and the
Yeah, of
case
course,
is
that
still
Juvenile
being,
Justice Act, yes.
still the case is being investigated through as a suicide case only. No special act or anything other it has been put up. Like our professor madam was saying, not a single officer has visited from the social welfare department. We are having a collector who is an IAS officer. We are having a commissioner of police who is an IPS officer. We are having SHE team in Cyberabad. Lot of tweets comes from them. An IPS officer, a lady IPS officer is heading the SHE team there. We are having a Bharosa team. Not a single government official from the level of panchayat up to the CM level has till now visited. So I have been associated with number of this rape cases. I have been fighting since long. One time it happened that one girl was raped, and we were waiting for the collector
Mr. Khan,
to
just
come.
a minute. Mr. Khan, just a minute. Mr. Khan, yeah, I understand what. Mr. Khan, I'm sorry to interject in this fashion.
Yeah.
Let me go across to Professor Tirunagari. Professor
ma'am.
Tirunagari, you know, I also heard that apparently this person, Mr. Yadav, got some royal treatment at the police station. So, you know, I want to ask that, you know, no police official has so far come, right? How does one put pressure so that at least they can come and take cognizance of the fact that this is not a clear case of just suicide. There is more to it. There is rape involved in this. There is sexual violation involved in this. What kind of steps are being taken now, Professor Tirunagari, by people like you and Mr. Khan?
Sudhaji, even yesterday, that's what I'm trying to say. In the state of Telangana, where we are residing, as a woman, I do not have any right to protect myself or my sisters in the state of Telangana. That's what this TRS government is doing as on date. I fought, I asked them, I gave representations. You are better aware of all that. I gave representations. I stood in the heart of the city.
Yes,
When I said,
of course.
I gave a representation to the B.R. Ambedkar ji. I said, and yesterday we just said, okay, candle rally, and what we have asked, we said, give proper punishment to the person who is involved in this, put proper sections in that. Even after that, I think sir should be able to tell, they have added Nirbhaya Act onto that. But again what I am saying is,
Right.
where is the person who has been arrested now? He is sent to 14 days remand, that's what they say. But not even one single police officer gives us a hint as to what has happened, why have they arrested him. I mean, there is no press note on this. Kindly understand what I am trying to say, Sudhaji. There is no press note. The police doesn't talk about it.
I totally understand.
The
There is
police absolutely
stonewalling.
doesn't
Yes.
talk about it.
There is no action. There is
police doesn't
stonewalling.
talk about it.
Yeah, and like you said, they don't want to talk about it. I don't know
and I
what
want
will
to-
it
I want
take.
to
I
ask
hope
this
that some of
government-
them watch this channel.
Sudhaji, I just want to ask one question to
And
this
they
TRS
know
government. One
that
question,
it is
Sudhaji.
not that just because they are stonewalling it, they are not being observed. Yes, go on, Professor.
One question.
Go on,
What
Professor.
are you doing to challenge rape culture in the state of Telangana? Single simple question to TRS government, because we are standing at almost 3rd or 4th place. We are second in sex trafficking in
right.
this I am talking about from the NCRB data. What are you doing?
Yes.
What are you doing
Yes.
to challenge rape culture
Yes,
in the state
absolutely.
of Telangana? What are you doing to protect marginalized and
Absolutely.
rural
This morning
girls?
we took up this story. Yeah, absolutely.
What are you doing?
Yes, and we will keep our focus on this. There is, we need to move ahead. First of all, the Women's Commission needs to be established in Telangana, and it should be in working condition, not just a nameplate and, a ragtag
True,
mixture of
true.
people.
And we have been
it
fighting for
requires
that.
proper authority. It requires people to, and yes, everyone has been fighting for it, but nothing comes of it. I want to thank Professor Tirunagari and Mr. Khan for speaking with India Ahead, and I'm not going to name that girl who was raped every night by Madhu Yadav and who's died by suicide, because she's you and me as women, and I think she needs justice. Thanks for watching India Ahead.